This is my starter that needs to be fed. It's been sitting here for a couple days. I'm going to take and remove his skin off of it. Okay. Let's see if I can do this. Get about a teaspoon. Oh, yeah, I need to get me 60 grams of water first. There we go. There we go, I got 60 grams of. I'm gonna get me about a teaspoon of my starter. Get it all out. Make it a all right, and ended up with about 11 grams of starter. I'm gonna clear out my scales. This is my flour mixture. We're going to go for 60 grams of flour. I hope I got 60 grams left in here, maybe not. Yeah. There we go, 60 grams. Stir it and mix it all up and let it sit. Okay, got it all mixed up. There we go. It's not a whole lot, but I usually take it and set it. I don't usually put a tight covered lid on it, but that's just me. But you can see in relation there, it's 60 grams of water, 60 grams of flour, 10 grams, roughly 11 grams of starter. But there you go. I'll take it and put a little towel on top of it so nothing can get into it. Sit there and we'll check it again tomorrow. It is 5:32 p.m. feeding the starter. It's a go. All right, it's 8:52 a.m. Let's check it. So, like I said, my starter did not rise this morning or through the night because it had been probably 4 days since I'd fed it. It will probably be sometimes today. I got a little air bubbles in there. So it's active, it's working, but it has not risen. There's some more air bubbles right there. So it's moving, but, and if it doesn't completely rise, I'll feed it again this evening. So it'll have so I know it's good. We'll do it again this evening around 5 o'clock. I'll feed it. Okay, here we are checking back in on our starter. It's 2:11 in the afternoon. We're at about 21 hours since we fed our starter yesterday. Let's check in on it. First thing I noticed right off the bat is that we've got a little bit of, I don't know if you can tell, but there's some bubbles here around it. It is live, but it's not super active. You can, let's see here. You can see that we're starting to get some bubbles on top, and so it is, like I said, it is alive. It is active, but not super active enough to make a leaven or bread. I'm gonna let this sit, and at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, I'm gonna start over, feed it again, and start the next process. Tomorrow it should be back to super active. All right, so my starter did rise some, but it didn't truly really get fully activated. So we're gonna feed the starter. Get 60 grams of water, and I'm gonna grab one little teaspoon of the previous starter. Ended up with 15, 16 grams of starter there. We're gonna It's roughly, it's 10 o'clock on Monday. Like I said, the previous starter hadn't been fed in 4 or 5 days, so it wasn't quite as active. Now this one should probably, by in the morning, it should probably be bubbling or have bubbles and start to begin to be active. It's got a good ripe, fresh smell, so there we go. That's about how much we have tonight. I'll put that away and we'll check her again in the morning. Okay, like I said, it's 10 o'clock p.m. I just fed the starter. Went ahead and put a blue rubber band around it so we could see in the morning how much it's risen. We'll have a little better idea of what's going. Those rubber bands are good markers. See you tomorrow. Okay, it's 11 a.m. on Tuesday morning. Let's check and see where we are. Look there, you can see that rubber band this morning. Our starter is fully active. It is ready to go. See, it's all bubbly. All right. Now this indicates that we have a fully active starter that is ready to start making bread. I'll feed it again tonight and we'll start the process again from there. All right, it's Tuesday night at 10:18. Time got a little bit away from me this evening. I'm going to go ahead and my starter rose and fell back down. You can see where the line is, but I'm gonna go ahead and mix my leaven up to make some bread up. I've got 200 grams of water. I'm gonna grab me a tablespoon of the starter. 27 grams. Get me 200. Grams of flour. Make sure you get all the flour incorporated. Scrape down the sides, clean it up a little bit. Push down. And I believe using my rubber band for a mark, it's about at the line. It may be a little, a couple of spots, but that's about right. Yeah, we'll get a little, take a look at that in the morning. It should be up in here in the morning, and I'll give it a stir and get all the starter mixed back around, and it'll come back down to this line, and then after that it'll rise back on up and hit the top, and we'll be ready to make some dough. See you in the morning. All right, it's almost 7 o'clock on Wednesday morning, and I mixed my leaven last night, and it is already up almost doubled in size. What I'm going to do now is just give it a little stir. Get everything mixed around real good. I just set this lid on there. I didn't, as you can see, it's back down to where the rubber band's at now. But it will, in a couple hours, it'll be back up here to the top. I just set it on there, it's loose fitting. All right, it's 8:20 Wednesday morning. Stirred up the leaven a while ago. And this has been, just over an hour. And I'm gonna give you a good shot of, it's already doubled back from an hour. So we know that the starter is good and active. I'm not ready to mix my leaven into a dough yet. But just giving you a little update of what it looks like as it's active. You can kind of see some air bubbles in there and stuff. It's working, and so we're gonna wait until it gets on up to the, you can kind of see how it's mounting up. I'm gonna wait till it gets on up to the top here in a little bit, and we'll know that it's really ready, and then we'll mix it into some dough for make some bread.